What's up, I'm Steven, and today I'm going to show you how to do some block printing using supplies found at urbanoutfitters.com. It only requires a few simple tools. You can use a brayer, some ink, the block, paper, and a Baron, spoon, or any type of press to transfer the image onto your paper. So step one is you want to come up with a design for your block. And for me, I drew this real simple arrow pattern. And what we'll do is you can either draw it out on paper, and in order to transfer it onto the block, have the design on the front side. You can really simply just rub pencil or graphite on the back of your design, and then when you position it onto your block, just trace back over your image lightly. And it will transfer your image onto the block. Okay, so once you have your design transferred onto your block, like this one, because of the soft surface, when the tracing goes onto the block, it's kind of wide and smudgy. So I came back and with a pencil actually drew onto the block itself to clean up the design and make it easier to see for when I was carving. And then you take the carving tools and just carve into the soft rubber block and remove the parts that you don't want to print. And then when you're done with that, you end up with a fully carved block that has your image that you want to transfer onto the paper. Okay, so now we're ready to start printing. We've got our design cut out of the block, and what we need to do is mix up some ink and transfer the image onto the paper. So we'll get some paper out, get our brayer, ink. This pack comes with yellow, blue, red, black, and white, and we'll do a little turquoise. So I like to use a piece of plexi, but you can use any type of non-porous surface to ink up the brayer. So we'll just put some ink on the plexi. You want to run the brayer back and forth to evenly coat the brayer and to mix the paint. You don't need a whole lot of ink. You can kind of spread it out if you have too much on there. So you just really lightly run enough ink to coat the surface of your block. And then if you can use a spoon around the house to burnish the backside of the block. So we're going to put the paper onto the block and burnish it. So a spoon would totally work. It doesn't have a huge surface area, so a little bit better tool is to use this, what they call a Baron, and it's got a wider surface area to apply pressure over a larger area. So we'll just kind of line up the paper. Put on the block. Burnish the back side. Some even pressure. And you made a print. Okay, so another option for actually printing the block is going to be to use this block printer's press. What's great about this is that it's relatively inexpensive and it has a larger surface area for applying pressure to the block, and it applies nice even pressure. It also has this padded foam base that helps out in producing a nicer print. So we'll re-ink the block again for round 2. Place the block in the press. Grab our paper. Close the press down and give it a little push. There we go. Another print. Okay, so the third option for printing is going to be with this roller press. The roller press is quite a bit more expensive, but in terms of printing presses, it's actually pretty inexpensive. The great thing about it is it has this top roller bar that allows, or it provides nice even pressure on the printing plate, and the top crank allows you to raise and lower this based on the thickness of your printing block. The bottom roller is textured so that when you turn the crank, it'll feed the bed through the press. So you just insert the bed, slowly roll the crank, and it'll pull the bed through it to run your print. Alright, so let's ink this up. Get this going. So we roll the brayer into the ink. And we'll ink the block one more time. Put it in the bed. Paper on there. Feed it into the press. There you go. Alright, so it's as easy as that. We've got 4 different ways that you can start making prints. You can pick any of these up except for the spoon at urbanoutfitters.com. So get out there and have some fun.